our entire behavior also is controlled by the influence that and label that we have put around us. You're trying to tell you're very rich, so already labeled.
What do you mean by that?
I don't think don't flaunt if you're on the top. Then don't flaunt about your, stature and status.
With all this backdrop of identity and what you describe as friend and other formats and labels, how do you see LC?
I don't think actually anything about me. I'm being completely frank.
Sure.
People say that you are acting humble.
Yeah.
It's not acting at all, because I have to become somebody else to offend somebody.
Yeah.
Human birth is a suffering. I don't agree with it, because if that is so, why are we alive? That choice is always with you. So the humans, to me, I think they're born in holism. Every species is miracle. Now, if you can't see miracle and get amazed, and then God help you. What can I say? It's a bad luck. There is a need to understand people that it's all.
In this video, I talked to LC Singh. He's known by many labels, a founder of Nihilent Technologies, a large tech company in India with global operations. He's also been a former senior VP of TCS, an IIT and a Harvard University alum, an author and script writer and agent of change. We talked to him about who is LC in his own eyes, past all the professional titles and labels and degrees and more. We get into his journey, his perspective on human suffering and the miracle of life. This is Nitin Dua, serving you with love.
Hi everyone. Today it's a privilege and honor for me to sit with LC Singh. I met LC a few months ago, introduced by a dear friend. And since then, I have gotten a glimpse of his world, but I'm very curious to find out more. And this is one such conversation that enables me to get there. And I hope some of you will find benefit from this conversation.
Thank you, Nitin.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But I'm curious to hear him as a human. So with that, LC, what I really want to get to is hear from you. Who is LC in your own eyes, the way you see it?
Well, I think that's one of the explanations I've tried to give in the Collapse of Illusions, which I'm sure you've browsed through. But the idea is, general perception is that we identify ourselves with some labels, designations, money, power, influence. But that's not what you are actually. And so the humans, to me, I think they're born in holism, that everything is encompassed inside them. But they choose to separate themselves by aligning themselves with a particular name, particular ambition, particular, I'm saying, status, what they think. And in turn, what was a bigger scope of humans, it gets curtailed into an identity, which is anyway artificial. So to me, I think there is a need to understand people, that it's all inclusive. There's a complete interdependency. And then our entire behavior also is controlled by the influence that and label that we have put around us.
Sure.
And anybody who tries to enlarge that space in my mind is a friend. He's a friend.
Okay.
I'm saying perception-wise.
Sure.
And anybody who curtails your space, that you're not going to like it. And the degree of cut will define whether you're enemy or, that the definitions basically come on that. So I think that is what I'm doing. And I've just also, the day after tomorrow, releasing my autobiography from 7 years till 77.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so the idea is because I come from a humble background, remote village. And first time I saw the city closely was Banaras, that when I came to BHU for admissions. And since then,
So then with all this backdrop, we'll get into that. I really want to get into all of this. But I'll still come back to the questions I originally asked. With all this backdrop of identity and what you describe as friend and other formats and labels, how do you see LC in this moment?
I don't think actually anything about me. I'm being completely frank.
Sure.
I always, it's not that people say that you are acting humble.
Yeah.
It's not acting at all, because I have to become somebody else to offend somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think even in, I'm saying my professional life, it's not that I don't get angry or I don't get impatient, but it's on the issue. It is never individual.
Yes.
So nobody till now at this age can say that I personally tried to attack somebody.
Yeah.
Never. So that's me. I don't think anything about me.
Yeah.
Which means I'm nobody actually.
Yeah.
There's an awareness
Yes.
essentially. So therefore I don't need the appeasement and to say things which they may like. They think,
Yeah.
have no meaning.
Sure. And to that end, like the meaning, one of the books, as I was sharing with you about my conversation with Jan, the message from you was, oh, he's a big guy. That's the comment that you put. Of course, like he's doing some wonderful things. But in my eyes, like the way I see it, I think we're all human.
Yeah.
But at the same time, from the labels perspective that you just described, this book from Robin Sharma, where he described this lawyer, the monk who sold the Ferrari.
Yes.
In fact, that's the note that I mentioned.
Correct.
And that's how, like, when somebody asked me, or when somebody earlier introduced me to you, he kind of gave this. Of course, that's their perception in their head.
Sure.
But what do you feel about that?
No, you see,
The monk who sold the Ferrari. What's your take on it?
I'm saying it is flaunting. It says, I'm sure Robin Sharma may not have thought of it. This was done by a marketing agency. Because as soon as you say, you're trying to tell you're very rich,
Yeah.
so already labeled, and therefore you create a drama by saying that the renunciated,
Yes.
which in many religions is highest level of, I'm saying, growth. I don't think so. So that's why my autobiography book, which is almost 568 pages, done by Wang Win in at least the subcontinent. I say the title is Things We Don't See. So now you guess, I'm saying there's a mistake about it. And when you read the book, you'll realize, you many readers will realize that actually there are so many things we don't understand.
Absolutely.
And then we have awkwardly or differently than they should be behaving.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel and I do see what you see, and I also do not see certain things that I don't see.
Yeah, correct.
And I'm also consciously aware of it.
My coachee Samir, who had a lot of labels, when passed from being a C-suite executive with wonderful degrees, transitioned to being in flow with work he finds meaning in. And I'm so grateful for my own transition in this journey. If you are a professional and looking to go past these labels, transition to meaningful work, it deserves attention. You deserve attention. I invite you to check out duanitin.com. Link is in the description below, and connect with us.
So what is it that we don't see about you at the moment? That I know some of it you reveal in the book, but a lot of people,
Whatever I'm saying, if it's not revealed, though in autobiography I think put everything.
Sure.
And very honestly, my daughters have said that you have said, external people have said that you have not held on to anything. But yeah, I've got to protect sometimes, the identity of people. So that, barring that, I think it's a completely raw truth that is in the book, because also in my mind, I'm saying that to me, hiding that I came from a village, there was no electricity, that I could see the stars.
Oh, yes.
So I'm saying people may twist it around now, that almost making it a virtue.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that's for the virtue. I just wanted to write honestly. And this is especially for people who are underprivileged in terms of these, means to do it. So all I'm saying, it's shown as a struggle more than anything else. So like I've lived in the slums of Bombay. Okay. So I'm saying it's not that, to learn about, the Bastia, I went and lived there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm saying there are people who have written books on the Dharavi and so much around Bombay. Slumdog Millionaire itself. But I don't believe in that. It is not to create a virtue.
Sure.
The idea is to put a motivation that life is never goes in straight line, either this or this. It's a zigzag.
Yeah.
Okay? And that is my message. That whichever state you are in, don't fret. You know, it changes.
Yes.
So something is waiting for good things to happen. But if you are good and you are elevated and you become arrogant, then as a rule, it will come down. So I'm saying there's nothing to be being arrogant about.
Yeah.
That's my take.
No, that's very beautifully put. And
You should remain humble, especially when things are bad.
what do you mean by that? Like remain humble when things are bad? Can
No,
you-
I don't think don't flaunt if you're on the top. Then don't flaunt about your, stature and status. Still, you should know that you're part of everything.
Yeah.
And if something is wrong, you are equally responsible.
Yes.
Whether it's your direct responsibility or not. But that is the concept of Vasudeva Kutumbakam.
The word is one family.
Yeah, something I understand the meaning of the world is not only humans.
Yes.
Millions of species are there.
The tree is right next to us.
Yeah, so they are also part of
Yeah.
you. So once you declare the whole earth as a family, Vasudeva is, the earth is a family. So Vasudeva Kutumbakam. So all I'm saying is that, then treat. I'm saying, what right I have to critique somebody who is going through a bad time, or maybe, being just arrogant.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about that. That's his call. He will face it, or she will face it.
Yeah, no, so many things actually here. I come from a small town myself, and then one of my mentors grew up in a village where there was no electricity, and he, of
Right.
course, shared a lot with me what it brought to him and the life, the awareness that it brought to him, especially early on. And we can go into different directions, but, what you just said is, I would say, they're in books, they're in, videos sometimes, and I hope it also provides, but it's so hard for people to live. What comes in the way from your experience?
I don't think so. That is ingrained in us, that the human birth is a suffering. I don't agree with it. And anybody who wants to say that, I want to talk to him, that or her. Because if that is so, why are we alive? That choice is always with you.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's a completely what you call inconsistent with how actually things are.
Yeah. So how can one live with that understanding better?
Drop your, I'm saying that a need to explain and create a stature which is bigger than what I am today. If that urge goes away, you become sincere, do your task and become the task.
Yes.
Okay, and then leave it. What happens?
Yeah.
Don't blame somebody else, doesn't happen. Take in this try. If it succeeds again, don't take it inside that I have done it. That's fine.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Become the task or become whatever the thing that you are.
Whatever you are doing, be that khana kha rahe ho to become food.
Yeah, but it's definitely easier said than done. And that I also, because I have been in that situation, and I also thankfully observed myself in being that state where I could actually be the thing. I can really empathize with my previous version where it was, and that is the state with a lot of people today.
Sure.
And again, like you said, no right to judge, no right to comment. It's just bringing awareness to the fact.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And one thing that I see from your, as you pointed out, the struggle from growing up in the village, being
No, I
Islam.
didn't have a struggle.
Oh, didn't have a struggle at all.
So I'm saying, see, this is exactly what when I read the book.
Sure.
I thoroughly enjoyed
Fantastic.
actually that journey.
Yeah.
In the environment, I was there. I thought that is the whole world, and I was extremely happy. That's what I'm trying to say. That even though in adversity, adversity, what did it give me? That I could look at the stars without any pollution and without any electricity, so no light. So I have I used to be amazed me. That's why, the book itself, the byline is that the story of basically wonder, So, I mean, if you look at a star and the galaxies and, and you're not trained because you're just a boy in a remote village. So that imagination and, the flight you take.
Yeah.
I mean, no pleasure like that actually today. Today, you have more kind of things, responsibility you have taken knowingly. But since you have taken the responsibility, you cannot run away. but do it then with full of your ability.
Yeah. I see the hunger also coming from somewhere. Like maybe it was the slums, maybe it was something else. Of course, the curiosity as a child, when I see my child, the palpable joy and the wonder and the curiosity is something that I look forward to emulating all the time. And again, as you said, stars or be the seed of this plant right here, the way it just gets into this plant and then eventually does its thing is just so magical if you are present to it, of course.
No, in fact, not just one plant. Every species,
yeah.
Every species is miracle.
Yeah.
Understand that. Now, if you can't see miracle and get amazed, and then God help you. I mean, what can I say? It's a bad luck.
Yeah.
It's an amazing world, but
so the idea is to get
the idea
is to get more people to that eyes, that
Absolutely.
we can enjoy that beauty and that joy that is always ever present, but we have to open up.
See, all my hobbies are same. That's why for exploration.
Yeah.
To looking at the stars.
Absolutely.
Okay. Scripting. I learned scripting. I'm not a Bollywood guy, but I learned scripting. Story writing I used to do. Okay, so that was there anyway. And then the philosophy of whatever I'm doing, I will enjoy doing it, basically.
And how has that, how's this hunger from where you were to then, I think I remember in your history that you were with TCS for 17 years. Yeah. And then, you went on to do one more role, I think a couple of years, and then you became a founder.
You will not believe.
Yeah.
Nitin, I never have anger, actually.
Even till this day.
Absolutely. There's no hunger. Okay. Hunger means you're